Breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here bringing you today chapter 262 of My Hero Academia. But before we get into that, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. It lets me know you're rocking with the content that I put out here on this channel. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, we get questions answered to questions that we have had previously with other chapters have been answered, some of which we have had speculations upon and we have just assumed, but it is good that Hirokoshi is giving us actual factual evidence within the series and, you know, just building to that lore and to that plot. Now, the chapter starts off with Krus's pro hero number being revealed, and we find out that he is actually ranked 6th hero, right behind Mirko in the ranking of the top 10 heroes, and his quirk ability is called Shield, which allows him to produce shields from all parts of his body, though when we are seeing him fight, he is only producing the shields from his hands and from his arms. As he takes on this Nomu, he is desperately trying to get to Mirko, right? And, you know, the gentleman that he is, the suave stand-up person, he wants to help Mirko as she fights on these Nomu. I believe that she has to take on 5 of these Nomu. Now, we know that he doesn't know that Mirko, #bars, does not need any help whatsoever as she fights. Well, no, I can't say that. She definitely needs some fucking help because, I mean, yeah, you're gonna find out later in the view why she needs help. Now, she's taking them on, yeah, but, you know, if she did have help, fuck it, this doesn't have to be in order. I'm assuming at this point you've read the chapter. You know, she doesn't need help because she did beat all of the Nomu, but at the same time, she did lose an arm. I'm trying to figure out if she lost the entire arm itself or if it's just mangled heavily, right? Like, because if she lost the entire arm, I don't believe that Recovery Girl can help Mirko with that. If it's mangled, then Recovery Girl can help with that, or it's a possibility that Eri is going to be able to reverse the damage that was done to Mirko's arm, but that's speculation for another chapter, and we're going to save that for the end of the video. But moving right along with this chapter review, we find out information about the Nomu. Alright, so as it was given to us within this chapter, the Nomu, corpses remodeled to possess multiple quirks with no will of their own that can only act accordingly to their programming. They are divided into the lower tier, middle tier, and upper tier depending on how many quirks they have on their physical, along with their physical enhancements. Upper tier are as strong as 10 average people combined, and above those 3 tiers are the high-end Nomu that possess stats above the upper tier that exhibit personality traits from their host's body, and also have a high capacity for independent thought. Now, again, that's information we had already, to a degree, known, or we just already assumed that there were different tier levels to Nomu depending on throughout the anime and throughout the other manga chapters what we had seen from them. But it's nice to just have that in writing so that we can, you know, clearly get a clear understanding about what everything is that is going on. Now, going on to the final end of this chapter, we have the bread and butter. Alright, we have Miss Thickums herself, Mirko, and the bitch-ass doctor. Now, within the next pages, alright, moving right along, we get the images of the doc fleeing for his life. Alright, he is scared shitless, okay? He is going into the deeper parts of his lair, into the deeper parts of his laboratory, and this is where Shigaraki is held up, right? Because he isn't done receiving all of the enhancements to his surgery, and we actually get a glimpse of how far along he is. He's only about 71% of the way to his completion, and the doctor remarks on the fact that because Johnny has been taken out so early in the game, he no longer has access to a warp ability in order to get him and Shigaraki out of there safely. So at this point in time, the doctor is scrambling to find a way out, and he just hopes that the high-end Nomu and just all the Nomu in general that he has released are able to take down all of the pro heroes that are there to take him and Shigaraki. And if we're just being completely honest, it's entirely possible that they plan to take the doctor alive, but they're just going to completely eliminate Shigaraki in and of himself. There's no way, in my thought process, that you can allow somebody like Shigaraki, who is receiving multiple quirks, probably somewhere along the lines, maybe between 5 to 8 quirks, right? Because if he's receiving 5, that would mean he would have 6 altogether, alright? He might have 1 under Deku, or he might be 1 above Deku in terms of how many quirks they receive in order to have like a power balance. You understand what I'm saying? So they might just want to eliminate Shigaraki altogether. Like, if I'm calling the shots, I am not going to allow Shigaraki to survive. I'm not going to allow him to go on. I'm not going to see what he can do. But, you know, this is a shonen anime, so you have to think, well, they're going to do something completely stupid in order to push the plot along, because if they just kill Shigaraki here now, then they're not going to have anywhere else to go with the storyline. But getting on to Miss Thickums herself, Mirko takes on 5 Nomu all by herself, okay? She blasts off the wall. They're like, how is she still standing? How is she able to keep going? It's because her legs canceled out the impact, right? This woman's thighs literally saves lives, okay? So she blasts off the wall and she's taking down Nomu. She's laying them out with one hitter quitters, all right? She's hitting the brain, she's knocking them out, she's giving it to him. This is where we get about 3 of her named attacks that we know of. Alright, so we got Luna Ring, Luna Falls, and Luna Tijeras. I guess it's Spanish. That's what I was going with. But it is what it is. And yeah, she absolutely gives it to these Nomu. Now, she does all of this, and this one Nomu in the background does have this Kakashi Kamui ability where he's able to warp a limb into another dimension or just crush it all together. But it reminds me of Kakashi's Kamui. It is what it is. I'm not tripping about it. And this is kind of like where I had, you know, I read it on my phone, then I read it on my tablet to see if I was missing something. I don't know if it's completely torn off her body or if it's just mangled heavily. But that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, if it's just mangled heavily, then she could easily get that reversed with Recovery Girl. Or if Eri is, you know, getting more into controlling her ability, it's possible that Mirko could be one of Eri's first test subjects in seeing if she's able to control her, you know, whatever her quirk is that's able to reverse whatever it reverses and just be fucking amazing. Or it's going to do, or she's going to do to Mirko what she did to her father and completely erase her out of existence. But that is all I have for the chapter review. It seems that within chapter 263, we're going to get a progression into the sidekicks and the high schoolers when they make their raid on the estate out in the forest. So hopefully we about to get some lit action on the other end too. Mirko seems to have tidied everything up underground. I mean, she's killed him. I mean, she's the number 5 pro hero. She does what she does. She's amazing at it. And, you know, leg day is every day. So, that is all I have for y'all for this video. If you made it to the end, thank you for rocking with me. If you're new, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. It lets me know you're rocking with the content on this channel. Like the video, comment on the video. Basically, what I was talking about earlier. Do you think that her arm is completely gone? And what are your predictions that are going to happen for chapter 263? Share the video, like the video, all that fancy stuff, and like always, keep it safe and rap it tight. I'm out.
UAC would like to thank you for your support during this transition. Your suffering continues to inspire us. We welcome you, brothers and sisters, to your new home.